My name is Mike, and this is neither the beginning nor the end of my story. Okay, so I get this question quite a bit, and I wanted to throw in a little bit of a backstory just to kind of help you guys understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. I didn't choose van life because it looks beautiful on social media. I'm on a very specific mission that I'm trying to accomplish, and this seemed like the best course to make that happen. It's very intimidating at times, just because I'm not getting paid to do this. I don't have any sponsorships or endorsements or anything of that nature, at least not at this point. So everything I'm doing is coming completely out of my pocket. And yeah, let's just jump into it. In 2017, I was living in a tent, mostly by myself, in the woods near Red Feathers, which is in northern Colorado. Living up there really was a great experience, and I enjoyed my time while I was there. I had limited contact with the outside world while I was living up there, so my good friend Chris would come up every couple weeks to check up on me and to stay for a few days at a time. I had been living there for 2 months until I received the news that my grandmother had passed away. It was then that I decided to move back to Denver to live with and help take care of my grandfather. I didn't want for him to live the rest of his life alone or have to go to a retirement home. Plus, I felt it was the right thing to do because he did so much for my family and I while we were growing up. During the time that I was living with him, I had fallen in love with fly fishing and fly tying, which helped me a great deal when battling with depression for over 15 years. Fly fishing helped me much more than art and skateboarding ever did, which is how I spent most of my free time before I got into fishing. I had gone on a few fishing trips and road trips with some of my friends when I had some time off from working in a restaurant. And although I didn't know it at the time, that's when my mission truly began to unfold. I remember going on a road trip with my buddy Chris, aka Furby Cakes, to go see DJ Frayne in Los Angeles. And although my buddy didn't fish at the time, we planned our trip so I could fish at different places along the way. We first stopped in Wyoming, but in the one day that we were there, I could not catch anything. Our next stop was at Lake Mead in Nevada, which is where I caught my first bluegill on elk hair caddis, my first new species in a new state. Look at you. Eventually, we made it to Los Angeles and saw an excellent set by DJ Frayne. After spending a short time in California, we made our way into Utah. We stopped at a small lake called Gunlock Lake, and that's where I caught my first green sunfish on a flying ant pattern. It was shortly after that trip that something had occurred to me. I remember thinking that it would be incredible to catch a new species in all 50 states. And just like that, my mission was born. But at that time, I didn't know how I was going to make that happen, being that I was taking care of my grandfather, working in a restaurant, and visiting my best friend Rochelle, who was in the hospital for liver and kidney failure. So I didn't really have much time to travel at that point. So then fast forward to 2020, my grandfather passed away in March, and then 5 days later, my best friend Rochelle passed away. I'd never felt so alone in all my life, and I didn't know what to do. Then we went into lockdown, and I decided right then that I had to do everything in my power to try to accomplish my mission. So there you have it, 50 species, 50 states, all on flies that I have tied myself. And that is my mission. I know it's not going to be easy, and there will be many struggles along the way, but I'm determined to do my best and learn as much as I can to make this dream become a reality. Thank you all for watching this episode of Thrive on the Fly. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you could do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. I have a whole lot more content coming at you here in the near future. And until then, tight lines. Peace out.